with Robert De Niro coming into this movie, it was just insane because I think we all have a parent that's a little bit annoying or a little bit, can be on our case, but it's never been one of the greatest actors in the world. So when you have Robert De Niro playing a version of Sebastian's father who is kind of coming at you with some intensity, it's like multiplied by the most charismatic man I've ever seen on camera. So it's almost like I would be watching from Video Village and both scared. I literally cried in the emotional scenes watching this man act. So it's really like having a parent played by the best actor in history is both amazing and also a little bit scary.
Well, he had asked me to read the script. I read it. I liked it. We had a reading, and I liked the director, Laura Terruso. Between Sebastian being from his background and Laura Terruso, her background in New York, I knew that I'd be in good company as far as what this was about and this cultural setting, if you will. And that was it, so I decided to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy to have my father here, my mother, my wife, her family, my hometown. I left here 25 years ago, pursuing a dream in Los Angeles to just do stand-up comedy. This wasn't really in the cards. So to come and preview the movie here in Chicago it's surreal. It's really overwhelming. De Niro was picking his brains. How do you say this in Sicilian? How would you act here? How would you behave here? So my dad was more of like a reference than anything else. So I'm just glad my parents are around to enjoy this. I mean, a lot of parents, I'm 50, and some parents are not here to enjoy some of their kids' successes, so I'm just happy that they're all here.
It was so incredibly personal for me because when I read the script, I was like, I have to direct this movie because Sebastian's father is a Sicilian immigrant. My mother is a Sicilian immigrant. And so when I read it, I just immediately felt such a deep personal connection to the characters, the world, the story, and I knew I had to direct it.
I play Ellie, who is loosely based on Lana, his wife, who's now his wife, and they were dating. And I don't know, I love Sebastian. I knew when I'd met them because Sebastian worked on Tag with me, and I'd met he and Lana briefly at this party, and I could tell immediately like they had this great connection, this great chemistry. So that was really important for me to bring into the relationship with Sebastian and I when we started filming.
Well, I think when someone sends you a script and it says it's Robert De Niro playing a hairdresser, you got to read that. And if it makes you laugh out loud, you got to do it. So it was an easy choice. He brought such incredible ease. He's such a consummate professional and actor. He's up for trying and experimenting in the scene with changing the dialogue and, just finding the best way to tell the story. It was such a great pleasure.
It was great fun doing it, and he was, it's so well written, He's a really terrific writer. He and Austen wrote this, and it was very, very, everybody loved it the minute they read it.
Well, I played Doug Collins, and he's this, very gentle, spiritual, very socially awkward, kind of eccentric brother of Leslie Bibb, who plays my sister. And it was great. I had a blast playing this guy. I loved how strange he was and innocent and childlike.
Total group effort. Bob sets the tone and not in like a overbearing way, in a way where everyone can relax around Robert De Niro, where he's like, it's not a big deal. Let's just do what we do. Let's have some fun.
I think we knew that this was a story that was going to resonate because we saw in his stand-up that this immigrant American-Italian story really resonated with people. He talks a lot about nostalgia. He talks about a time when things were better and you were closer to your family. And we felt that there was an audience that really craved wanting to see a comedy that had a lot of heart in it. And I really feel like About My Father is a love letter that Sebastian wrote for his father.
We were brought in the movie when it was starting to ramp up with Sebastian and asked if we might be able to help produce it. And from the script, it was just an amazing sort of story about family. It was very relatable. Personally, there's some similarities. Nothing similar between myself and Sebastian, but a little bit of the immigrant story. And it was very just felt like it was a good time for a comedy like this too, right? Like it's been a minute since we've had a movie like this.